Hey guys, it's Nether King. Now, a lot of people that do YouTube on Bloons Tower Defense Battles, they do assault mode. People like Master of, people like Molt, other people like that. They do a lot of assault mode, but not a lot of defensive mode. And I've seen too many people just not play as well as they could on defensive mode. So I'm going to show you a couple of strategies that I know of that actually work really well. Now we're going to go into practice just so that I can show you them, and then we'll do a little bit of gameplay. But first, of course, we'll just use this random map as an example. Now the three towers that I like to bring to defensive mode are these three right here: Dart Monkey, Monkey Engineer, Monkey Apprentice. Because the Dart Monkey is for cheap camo detection, the Engineer is for good area coverage, and of course the Apprentice for leads, because it's the cheapest lead popping tower you can get. It's $5.50 to pop leads, whereas Boomerang Thrower you gotta upgrade up to the lead popping ones. You gotta upgrade a lot of other towers up to lead popping, but Apprentice does it from the start. So I'm going to show you a couple of strategies. The first one is one that you don't need energy for. I call it the Engineer Income strategy, or Engineering Income. What it is the Engineer itself, depending on the map you're on, can last all the way up to round 5 without any upgrades. So the Engineer makes it really easy to get eco on defensive mode. Now, you don't want to, most times you don't want to upgrade him right away, just because if you upgrade him right away, that's money wasted, which you could be gaining through eco instead. Now, on this map is the soccer field. This is actually a really good spot for the Engineer because he can shoot all the way up that column. So what you want to do is you want to get up to about 80 eco with him. I did a little bit late there, because I wanted to see if I needed to upgrade the Engineer or not. Sometimes you do need to upgrade him at 65 eco, but most of the time it'll work out. So you want to get up to 80 eco, and you can do that fairly quickly with the Engineer, because his shots pierce through 3 balloons at a time, so he's going to defend really well. And look, we're up to round 5 and he's still base level. Now, you want to get sentry guns by about this time, just because they're going to help him cover so much more area. One of the things the Engineer is really good at, and it really helps in defensive mode, is killing regrow balloons. Because he's got even just with base sentry guns, just 1-0, the sentry guns defend against regrows so well because there's so many shots going at them. And so you'll just continue on like this until you get to about 110 eco, which again is really easy to do. Look, it's only round 7 and we're already at 110 eco on defensive. And the next tower you want to get with him is a Dart Monkey, and you want to get it fairly near, but you want to be able to take advantage of the Dart Monkey, of the triple Dart Monkey spread. So what you want to do is you want to get that Dart Monkey to triple dart as quick as you can, because that's going to help so much. Just a couple more here. Now normally I would already have a triple Dart Monkey at this point by that 350. But it's because I got to 80 eco a little bit late, and so I wasted a little bit of money there. But that's fine. Okay, so we got the triple dart. Now we want to get up to enhanced eyesight, because we need that camo detection by round 12. And the Dart Monkey is the cheapest way to do it. It's only 410 for camo detection with the Dart Monkey going straight down the left side. Now obviously we've gone down the right quite a bit too to get it to triple dart, but that's because it'll instantly pop that green camo if all the darts line up right. And so the next thing you want to get is you want to get an Apprentice, because you need the lead popping. These two aren't going to do it for you. Even the even using the Engineer's Cleansing Foam, the Apprentice is still better because it's a projectile rather than just a random spot on the track. Now there is one place that I use energy with this strategy, and that's on the Zebra Rush round. There's that Zebra Rush round, everyone hates it, but the best way to deal with it is a boost. Now the Apprentice I always try to save up to get to Lightning Bolt, but on a lot of maps the yellow camo round comes up too quickly, and I have to bring it to camo detection, otherwise I get overrun. Yeah, here's that Zebra Rush round. It always helps to just boost this round through. Because if your opponent doesn't boost or they don't have a good setup, they're going to get creamed by all those zebras. And like I said, following that is the yellow camo round, so not much you can do about it. But just have that Apprentice help out that Dart Monkey. You also want to get your Engineer up to fast engineering. That one sentry gun, even though it doesn't seem like it, makes a lot of difference. Now these rainbows you might want to boost through as well, just because they're really tough with all that pink rush right behind it. Now most opponents are already gone by this point, but some of them will still stick around, so you definitely want to get that Apprentice up to Lightning Bolt. It's going to help you so much. Especially with all the leads that come on round 19. So you want to set that Apprentice to strong so it keeps popping the leads. Now we are going to lose here, but I'm going to let it lose just so that I can show you another strategy. Alright, so we're back again into the practice. Practice is defensive mode, by the way. That's what practice is. Practice mode, at least. Now I'm going to pick the same 3 towers, but I'm going to show you a different one that I call the Triple Dart Rush. Now, if any of you know how to play it on defensive mode, then you know that you can get a Triple Dart Monkey by about round 2, round 3. The Triple Dart Monkey is a great defender. Even without the range upgrades, it can defend up to about round 7 by itself. No range upgrades. It's those reds and greens that just give it a bit of trouble. And look at that, round 2. Start of round 2. Triple Dart Monkey. And by round 3, about middle of round 3 to end of round 3, you can have a 2-3 Dart Monkey. No problem. And on maps where the track crosses over itself a lot, the Triple Dart Monkey is going to be one of your best towers ever. Not only does it detect camo, but those darts have a lot of pierce. Each one has 4 pierce on it. And quite often the darts line up so that it'll instantly pop a green. Like those up there in the top corner, you can see them just instantly getting popped because all 3 of the darts are right there. Now you'll want to get some eco up because it's like assault mode, you want the eco. Oh, and anyone that doesn't know, eco is short for economy. That's just what people call it. In defensive mode it's called income. In assault mode it's actually called income also, but people call it eco instead for short. Now a lot of people on maps like this one where there's a pool of water, they'll start with a Buccaneer, and I do respect that. The Buccaneer is moderately expensive, but it is really good for defending. The only problem with it is that its upgrades are moderately expensive too. So on defensive mode, it's a harder tower to use. And I've seen some people do some really wrong things. Like, I've seen people start with bomb towers, which just doesn't work in defensive mode. It'll work for a little bit, but not long enough. Now I'm just going to get an engineer, just because simply area clearing. An engineer can hold off a very large area, because it has a large radius, and the turrets that it spawns have an even larger radius. But like I was saying, I've seen some really wrong things in defensive mode, and that's what I'm trying to help by making these videos. I'm trying to help people not play quite as, well, badly. Starting with a bomb tower is not ideal. It's moderate to high expense, and its upgrades just aren't defensive enough. It's meant for assault, it's not really meant for defensive mode. But starting with a ninja as well, the ninja is also moderately expensive. Yes, it can defend for a couple of waves, but it can't defend as long as people like to think it can. A base level ninja can only protect you till about round 2. Whereas a base level engineer, like you saw, can protect all the way up to round 5. It's just better cost-wise to use the engineers than the dart monkeys. In defensive mode, you kind of want to be... You don't want to really be a cheapskate, but you want to manage your money. You don't want to suddenly be out of money in defensive mode, because it's really easy to do that, and it takes a long time to build back up that cash. So, like I said, triple dart rush is basically just get a triple dart monkey as fast as you can, and then it just goes back into the 3 towers that I picked. They're just I find them to be the most useful out of all the towers for defensive mode. I know some people will swap like the dart monkey with a banana farm or stuff like that, and I used to do that, but I found that the dart monkey is the best because of its cheap camo detection. It really is cheap camo detection, and that's what you need in this game mode. Like right here, I just instantly, just right up there. Now we're gonna go ahead and get out of this one, because we'll go on for a while yet. I'm gonna show you the third strategy before I go into some gameplay. And that third strategy is one that I like to call spiked income. Now, spiked income is, and I'm going to pick the same towers again. Spiked income is where you've probably seen people do this before. Basically, people will take and they'll place their tacks out just at the end of the track. Now, you only need to place 6 of them for this to work, but some people will go ahead and they'll place out all 10. And you might think it's weird that they're just placing tacks, but what they're actually doing with those tacks is they're not getting the 300 income boost. They're actually saving up their money, and they're getting the $1,000 boost, which gives you plus 70 income. So then they're making 120 per thing, which with the engineered income, we got up to 110, and that's a good place to be. But this is just slightly higher than that at 120. And then once you've got the income, then one of the best things to do is to get a dart monkey, where you know he'll be able to hit a straightaway, because you go straight for that triple dart again. The triple dart is one of the best towers for defensive mode. You don't want to just spam them everywhere though, because then you won't have any money for lead poppers like the Apprentice, which is again a moderately expensive tower. Let's see, look, just one more income. There we go. And look, now we've got 120 income. Yeah, it's 2 rounds later than the triple dart rush, but we're going to have a full 2-3 dart monkey on round 5 with 120 income, which is over double what we had with the triple dart rush. So the spikes actually really help here. And it's never a bad idea to get income unless you actually need to boost your defense. Right now the triple dart monkey's doing fine, so we're just going to leave him and get more income. For this tactic, you can go for income so long as you have spikes in the back. Because if you run out of spikes, then you're going to start losing lives and it's not worth it. Like right here, if we didn't have any more spikes, we'd be losing lives. It'd only be a couple of reds, but we'd still be losing lives, and that's never a good thing. So I'm already up to 180 eco, so I'm actually going to get a second dart monkey. Because I'll have enough time before round, I believe it's round 18 or 19, I'll have enough time to get an apprentice by that point, because I'm getting 180 per thing now. And as you can see, dart monkeys, just like engineers, are really good against regrows, because when they're triple darts, that's a lot of different projectiles. And triple dart monkeys and engineers are both good against pinks and regrows. That's their main thing. But triple dart monkeys are also good against camos, just because it's a cheap camo detector that can hit for 3 if the darts line up right. And look, it's round 12 and we've already got 3 of these guys. And they're all 2-3. And we'll still have plenty of time to get our apprentice. So now we've got a lot of popping power between these. If you think about it, each of those darts that they throw actually has a popping power of 4. Which means that they each throw a popping power of 12. So there's a popping power of 36 in the 3 of them. So we're going to put our apprentice just there, and we're actually going to set him to strong, because I might not have lightning bolt by the time that round rolls around. Now with this many dart monkeys, we won't need to set our apprentice up for camo sight, so we can actually save up for lightning bolt. And with this many dart monkeys, they actually take care of the zebras pretty well, just because there's so much popping power between them. And of course, having the spikes at the back, you'll still be able to defend that. So here we already got enough for a lightning bolt apprentice. Now ceramics are going to hurt no matter what you do, so that's why most times the rounds are over before the ceramics. You get to the ceramic round. It's a round in the 20s, I believe. Now this round ends with some rainbows, but because we've got that many dart monkeys, we're actually going to destroy the rainbows. And look, round 18, round 19 even, and we still haven't lost a life. So the spiked income is actually one of the best ones to do, but it depends on the map. This map is a bit easier for it, just because the triple darts can shoot across to the other lane, and their darts have spread out by that point, so they're hitting a lot of balloons at once. On some other maps, like the Ice Flows map, where it's mainly water, it doesn't do as well, just because there's not a lot of room to group up triple dart monkeys like this. And so, since we've got area coverage with all of them being there, we're just going to keep getting triple dart monkeys. Their popping power is really good, so it's a good idea to just have them. And that lightning wizard is going to take out any leads that come around. so you don't have to worry about leads. And look at these zebras just get destroyed by this many triple darts. But like I said, ceramics will hurt. Now, I'm going to leave it there, and some gameplay will be to follow, but this is just a short look at some things you can do for defensive mode.